Hello, all my voiceover people. I am back with another video. As we discussed the last time, I'm going to show you what a actual audition looks like from your agency once you get signed, because they do look very different from the pay-to-play sites. So I'm going to share my screen so you guys can see what I see. So as you can see here, this is what an audition looks like. There's a few different bits of information, and I'll go over all of it. So there's the client's name is for Ocean Spray. All of you know the juice. It's very popular, and so with this one, it was sent by my old voiceover agency, which was with Jay Purvis. They have acting, but they also have voiceover. And I was signed to their voiceover part, their voiceover section of the company. And so this one came in on a Thursday and it was due on Monday at 10 a.m., which is awesome because some of these come in at 2 o'clock in the afternoon and they want it back at 5 p.m. that same day. So this was great. They gave us lots of time to get it done. So I'm just going to kind of break down all this good stuff. They wanted you to send in an MP3 to this Dropbox, which you would just click and it would take you to a simple little screen. You click your file and upload it. That's it. And then your agency gets it and they take it from there. They go over how they want you to label your file. If you remember from my first video, I showed you how to label all of the files that you do when you are starting an audition. And so in this case, they want the gender, talent name, and studio capabilities and the location. And if the talent does not have a home studio, they want you to just label it with your file, label your file with your name and location. So this first one, they give a few examples just so you can understand. This is a male. They want the first and last name. They want to know if he has a studio, which he does. He has Source Connect. Source Connect is a industry standard for when you are working with a client. Let's say you're in Atlanta and your client is in California and they book you. They want you to be able to record from where they are and sound like you're right there with them. That's what Source Connect is. Once you get started really in your career and you are booking, then you can look into getting Source Connect. But here at the beginning, I wouldn't worry about it. Whoever your mentor is, a lot of times they have Source Connect. And if you need some help with that, I have an amazing mentor. His name is Bill. The name of him, Bill Sellers, the name of his company is called Bill Does Voices. And so I could definitely help connect you with him if you needed more training than I can give you. And then for this, they're in Los Angeles. And so for the next one, you see it's a female, first and last name. They have IPDTL, which is another way to connect with clients that are not where you are, but it sounds exactly like you're in their studio. And then of course this person is in Chicago. And then of course non-binary, first and last, and the city, which is New York, which means this person has no studio. Because remember it said if the talent does not have a home studio, please have them label their file with their name and location only. Gender, of course, as well. And so that gives you the three different ways that you could, label your file. And so in this one, they're asking that they don't want people to slate. If you don't know what a slate is simply at the beginning of your file, you would say, like in my case, Marty A. Rye. And that's your slate. And then you would go into reading the copy or the audition that they send. They let you know when the session would be, which in this case, it would be, looks like about 2 weeks, or no, yeah, it looks like about 2 weeks or a week or so from the date that you would turn in your audition. And then they let you know it's on the West Coast. So if you're on the East Coast, they let you know what time you would need to be available should you book. They want you to let them know about any issues with that time. They tell you the format. They want MP3. Sometimes they want a WAV file, but most of the time it's MP3. Conflicts, none, basically saying there's nothing else for them to have to worry about. If you're signed with this person or that, they don't care. They just want you to turn in your audition. Materials, they are looking for two 30-second auditions and one 15-second audition. which means, that's how long your audition should be. So when you're recording it, pay attention. They should not be more than 30 seconds for the first two and the last one for 15 seconds. That's something very important to pay attention to, guys. They're saying this is going to be used for all media. All media means internet, commercials, radio. So that's awesome, right? You'll be heard in a lot of different places if you book this one. They are only going to play it in North America, of course, worldwide for the internet and social media. They would only use it for 1 year, which is great. You never want to take a job that's in perpetuity, which means they can use it for the rest of their life, your life, everybody's life. And you don't want that unless they're going to pay you right. Okay. And then of course the session fee, the rate that they pay, they'll pay $500 for up to 2 hours. And I'm here to tell you, I've never been in an audition. I've never been in a booking that lasted more than 45 minutes to an hour. So 2 hours is pushing it. I seriously doubt anybody. Maybe there are people, I guess, for maybe like an audio book or something, but I've never had anything that long, except for when I had to do some AI stuff. It took a couple of hours, but I did it in different sessions. But that's a whole nother story. We'll get into that later. And then, of course, once they post it on social media, commercials on TV or on the radio, you would get $3,000 for the full buyout. $3,500, guys, for an hour of work. I'm just saying, that's why I'm in voiceover, okay? That's why I'm trying to do these videos, because everybody needs to know about this. We can all be making money. There's enough work for everyone. And then they want a male or female or non-binary, which means everybody's included, ages 55 to 75. And of course, that doesn't mean you have to be that old. They just want your voice to sound that old. And I'll get into a video to show you how to tap into those different ways to sound old and young and all those things. And then, of course, they want all ethnicities. And so they kind of give a breakdown of what they are looking for. And I mean, they give some links to examples of who they want you to sound like, not necessarily sound exactly like them, but being in the same vein as that person. So they listed Michael Caine, Tom Wilkinson, Morgan Freeman, Whoopi Goldberg. So as you can see, it kind of goes across the spectrum of a bunch of different types of voices. And I always take these voices and go on to YouTube and take a listen. I just search them and find them and listen to it myself. And so it kind of gives you a delivery note about how they want you to read it. They want you to take your time and allow the moments to breathe, giving gravity and weight to the words in a natural, organic way. They come up with all these words and God knows what they want. All you can do is what you think is correct. And so here's the copy or script is attached. And here it is. Here you would simply click it, and then it will bring up something just like this. And so it gives you directions on what to do. Give one take of each script, okay? Followed by the wild line. And we'll see what that means. All on one MP3 file. So no separate files, just one. It goes over those same directions. They offered a hyperlink. So if you click the name, it'll take you to the person speaking so you can hear what they want you to sound like. And then they give the same note, adding space and gravity and all those good things. And so here's the first one. 30 seconds. Here's the second one, 30 seconds. And here's the last one, no more than 15 seconds, right? Remember, we went over that when they are talking about how long they want it to be. Remember that, guys, right here. It's saying the 30 seconds and 15 second. That's what they mean. So you want to make sure when you're reading them, yes, they want space and they want all of this stuff, but they don't want it longer than 30 seconds, right? And then, of course, the wild line, 15 seconds. And of course, they go back over the labeling information for you so you understand how to label. And that's it. You would go back to your audition and you would click on your Dropbox link once you're done recording. And that's it. You would turn it in. So guys, that's what a audition from your agency would look like. I'm a part of a different agency now. The auditions look exactly the same. When I first started voiceover before I was signed and my mentor would send me auditions, he was a part of a whole nother agency. They looked exactly the same. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. And I hope it gave you a little insight to what is out there. There's lots of money being left on the table, guys. So if you want help, you have auditions and you don't know what to do, or if you want more direction, please reach out. I am available for personal coaching if you need it. If you need help editing your auditions, you can reach out to me and I will help out. I charge $29.99 for 30 minutes. So it's basically $1 a minute. And that's more than enough time to record and edit and everything else, unless it's something super long. But a short audition like that, that's what you shouldn't be any more than that. So I will make sure you guys have my information down at the bottom so you can contact me via email. And I look forward to hearing from you guys. So don't forget to like, share, and to subscribe. And for the next video, I'm going to introduce myself. I feel like I've just been on here talking to you guys. I haven't told you anything about me. So I'm going to do that the next time so you guys can get to know who I am. So with that being said, enjoy the day and please stick around. I got another video for you. All righty. Thanks again. Talk to you shortly.